All right. So, um, appreciate everyone sticking around for this. It's only going to take a couple minutes, but as many of you know, um, the last week or two, inside Bungie, inside of the community and Twitch and streamers and stuff, there's a lot of stuff going on with disrespect, hate, discrimination, sexual harassment, and everything that has led us to a point where we felt that we needed to make a comment on it to give some clarification for our stance and for our feelings on that one. We did post it to our Discord, the GMD Gamer Discord. I'm going to drag it over to the screen. I'm not going to do a screen share, Otto or Jay, but in the Discord, we did post under our general announcements and we did pin it. And I'm just going to read it verbatim that we do not condone nor support anyone that participates in sexual harassment, racism, or bullying of any kind. It is not tolerated in our community, whether it be, and I'm going to paraphrase here, whether it be on the GMD Discord, within my streaming realm, within Jay's, within Otto's and our Twitters, or in the Press What to Join community. It is not tolerated. If it's brought to us and verified, we will result in a ban. We will talk to you when we will explain the reason, but you will be removed and banned from the community. We support those that have bravely come forth to help drive and change in the gaming and streaming community. To clarify on that one, there's a lot of people that say, well, I wish people to come forward a long time ago. Yes, we do too. There have been people question, well, why did they wait so long? They shouldn't have waited so long. Many times people are afraid to come forward because they're either going to get more embarrassed from it. They don't know how to tell their story. They're afraid to tell their story. They don't want to be harassed or targeted because they told their story. So when somebody does have the strength to come forward to do so, we support them. And we pray that they have more avenues to do so. One of our goals in the GMD Geek and Press What to Join community is also to build a safe and positive community. This has been a goal from day one, that is family friendly and all that. We want this to be a space where you are comfortable to be yourself, to talk about games, and to share with your friends and family to have fun in. And in order for that to exist, racism, discrimination, prejudices, harassment, and toxicity simply cannot exist. As we continue to grow, we're committed to growing with these in mind. That is our stance on this position, and that's where we want to move forward. That's how we want to grow our community. And it's been rough. We've had many experiences with it over the last week or two. We've seen lots of people get hit. We've seen lots of people surprise us, both good and bad. But we haven't been able to get to where we are now without everybody's support to get to where we're at within the Press What to Join show, within Jay's stream and my stream, and Twitter, and so many other great streamers out there that we love and support so much for the positive example they show. Vegeta being one, how he stays always positive. He doesn't care who you are. CB Gray being another one. Those guys, I've found so much that how you approach gaming and your community, whether you be positive and you interact with them, has made a huge, tremendous difference. Not sitting idly by. Now, I also want to point out, just because somebody doesn't say anything doesn't mean that they're tolerant of the situation. It just means they don't know how to engage, or they're afraid to say something. It took a while for us to figure out how we wanted to say what we wanted to say, and we felt that it was best to explain it here. Because a lot of times people will say, well, 2 years from now, you guys said this. Well, we're going to stand by that. We know where we want to be. I play games to escape everyday reality. I don't want to be a 9-to-5er inside my game. I come to be immersed in something. If I want to be a guardian that struggles to jump from one pillar to another pillar, then so be it. If I want to put on a sword and board and play a paladin, or if I want to play an astronaut in another world that tries to build and terraform, if I want to go to Minecraft, I'm there from that. I don't want to bring reality with me. I want to create my own figment of reality. And I love doing that with everybody. Jay, Otto, I'm going to let you guys.
Yeah, and we want other people to have that same freedom and comfort too, right? And the reality is that we have to say something. We have to also be leaders and walk the walk of that ourselves, right? We can't just expect us to sit and just like go and have our escapism, right? Other people should also have that, and we want to make sure that they can in that safe, positive community, right?
Well, everybody needs that one place where they can just hang out, not worried about being picked on or, feelings hurt and stuff like that. Everybody just needs that one time. They can just vibe. Like one of the things that I'd seen before, somebody else was also saying, the good vibe's the only thing that I do almost every day now. It's the way I feel, man. Like, so even if I'm having like a long day at work or anything like that, or some stuff comes up, just like, man, I'm just gonna turn on some music, just gonna chill and play some
Yeah,
games and relax, man.
definitely.
Yep.
Take your
And
mind
right,
off
if
of it.
and if anybody ever, right, like is feeling wronged or toxicity creeps in, please reach out to us. Um,
Yeah. We want to
we
know. Don't
we
be
don't want it to
afraid.
be silent.
Yeah. Let us
Yeah,
know. And if it's happened to you somewhere along the way over the years, um, I know Twitch has updated their portal. One of the very interesting things that they did comment on that was very interesting in their update is they are assessing and prioritizing and ranking the reported issues. And for those ones that they struggle with, they are engaging the proper authority, aka law enforcement, to help track through all that stuff. You can report your story anonymously, and they'll reach out to you and maintain your anonymity to keep you safe. But um, don't feel alone, and don't feel that you have to keep it in. We really want to see, from my perspective and my opinion here, I want to see what this ball is rolling on grow into an even more amazing community that's diverse. And I know I've mentioned it earlier, like the movie Ready Player One. People go in there from everywhere across the world, everywhere across the city. It doesn't matter where you're from. We've had people in this show from overseas in Scotland. We grouped with someone last night from Wales. We've had people from Singapore and from Japan and from the Philippines and from Australia. This wonderful thing called we call gaming online is such a diverse culture that I want to see it become so much more, and put aside any of those really just bad ideas and bad
yeah,
concepts.
yeah. And I mean, right, to as an extension of the conversation, right, there is a old school way of gamers and how they used to talk, and that's toxicity towards women, towards sexual orientations, things like that, right? That wasn't accepted in gaming speak for a long period of time, and it's time for that old school way to go. And it's going to take continued leadership from all the community members, but also, right, us individually to help change the milieu of that environment, right? To make sure that it's known that that stuff is not accepted anymore.
Yep. Now, the only thing I would like to bring to that, and it's a controversial statement within all of this, is when you do bring it forward, or you see that it is brought forward, because there's both sides, please do not be quick to judge. Make sure that you understand the situation, because what can happen, as we've seen over the last couple of weeks, are some people that may have belonged to a certain Discord, know nothing about certain aspects of said Discord, um, were banned or suspended and everything, and immediately judged because they were associated with a certain player or set of players. So when it's brought out, please make sure that you take the time to know the facts, gather your information before you pass judgment. One of the things that I really don't like is guilty until proven innocent. It used to be innocent until proven guilty. We have to find a middle ground for that, because unfortunately, with this topic in this realm, it's a really difficult subject to broach, and I think that's why it's taken so long to tackle it as a community and to have that change come about. But let's be responsible adults as we do so, so we make sure it's fair. But don't be afraid to speak out. Jay or Otto, any other comments?
I think that pretty much sums it all up, man.
Yeah, I think so. It's obviously a somber topic to end or have at the tailwind of the conversation here, but
Yeah.
it's an important one, and it's just something that we want to make sure our community knows. It's expectations on ourselves, on you, right, on everything moving forward.
Yeah. As Twisted said, I'm gonna loosely quote what Twisted said. I've been saying it all week. I love the Bill and Ted approach to it. Be excellent to one another, and if we do that, I don't see any problems going forward. We're always going to have some disagreements every now and then, but man, that's what life is about. But be nice to each other. Be excellent to each other.